This is Dan Oler. Just a little bit of an update on what's going on out here at the Oler's farm. As you can see, we've had some really dry weather. Look at the trees in the background even starting to turn some color. I guess fall must be coming on soon, even though it's only mid-August. However, it's been so extremely dry that I guess trees and grass are just sort of have fulfilled a lot of their growth. However, as you can see over there, the grass is still growing nicely over there. I have not pastured that for quite a few weeks at this point. But here in this particular area, the cattle have been here for a few days. What was lasting the cattle about 5 days is now lasting them about 3. And it's really important that we protect the soil and the grass. And oh, look who's coming to visit. And as you can see in the background, there's some really long grass over there on the other side of the fence right next to the trees. That's what we call the Riparian area. There's a kind of a creek that runs through there, through the middle of our place. And we keep the cattle out of there to make sure that we protect the banks of the creek way so that it can stay reasonably deep, so that when there is water there that it will flow. Typically the water runs there almost all year long. However, this year there is no water flowing right now. And look who's come up to see us. Some lovely beefsteak and nice hamburger, and coming to see what's going on here. The animals are doing exceptionally well this year. It seems like when the grass is a little bit dry, there's extra nutrition in it, or they don't have to eat quite so much. Whereas in the last couple of years, when it was really wet, it seemed like they couldn't eat enough. There was just so much water in the grass. But now they're just gaining like crazy, doing very, very well. You can see some flies on this one's eyes. However, we do have a scratcher that when they scratch it, it helps them to keep the flies away. These cattle were a little bit wild when we first got them this spring, but as you can see, they've tamed down considerably. That comes from moving them from paddock to paddock about every 3 or 4 days, and they get to know me, and we become really good friends, and all I have to do is call them, and they just follow me just like puppy dogs. Anyway, that's sort of a little bit of an update, and I look forward to hearing back from you to find out if any of this great beef that is just a byproduct of what we do here, if it's of interest to you. We're doing what we can to maintain the healthy soil. The grass, there's still a deep level of litter down on the ground. And if you reach your hand in under that, even on a really hot day, the soil underneath, the grass underneath is quite cool, and very few grasshoppers. But everything is doing quite well, and I'll get this off to you right away.